Hello and welcome to Vlogmas Day 21.
Doesn't matter if the snow is falling or the wind blows and the rain is pouring. It will always be Christmas in my heart.
Welcome or welcome back. Either way, I'm happy to have you along for the ride. If you've seen a couple of these videos, you definitely are familiar with this setup, the location, the environment. We are doing a morning workout today. My body is still a little sore from yesterday's workout, mainly my hamstrings. Like, we did a different set of glutes and thighs, and which is good, but my body, she's feeling it a little bit this morning. I just wanted to start the morning, start off this vlog. I don't really know what we're gonna get up to, which is kind of good, kind of fun. I hope that you guys are doing well. Don't forget to subscribe if you're not already to make sure that you stay up to date on all of my videos and posts to come. It's 9:20. I'm gonna go in and stretch a little bit. Let me know honestly how this holiday season, that's gonna be my question, which I know I've been forgetting to do them, but let me know how this holiday season has been for you, whether it's been stressful, exciting, a combination of both. Ooh, here's a good question. But tell me one holiday tradition that you love to do or you want to start doing. I think for mine, growing up, we always opened a gift on Christmas Eve. A tradition that I want to start is hosting a Christmas Eve party. I think that would be so much fun because with the actual Christmas Day, everyone is with their families, they're kind of all spread out, but I think it'd be fun a few days before Christmas to just get everyone together, just have our own little celebration. I also feel like I would just love hosting, and maybe Christmas Eve is just like a movie marathon kind of day. Or maybe Christmas Eve. I don't know. I have a lot of ideas. Officially missing out on my stretch time, so we gotta go in. But I will catch you guys in a little bit. Finished with the workout, and I feel like treating myself to a little smoothie this morning. Smoothie is secured. This is from Juice House. It's the Restoration smoothie, which has like strawberry. I'll insert a photo of it because I can't remember, but I know strawberries in it. It is chilly. I don't know if that workout felt harder because I was still sore from yesterday, or it was just a hard class. My legs were shaking, my arms were shaking, my abs were shaking. You know, I don't know. Especially after this workout, I was like, my body is gonna need a little something. I got this smoothie. I don't know. I think Juice House, it might only be a New Jersey thing, but I know they have a couple different locations. I feel like smoothie places these days allow you to customize it. So I think this one has strawberry, banana, it's like acai, like a maki powder, something like that. And then it comes with honey, but I substitute and I get agave instead. And then I added in the vanilla whey protein. Just, it's so good. And I have my protein bar. It's 10:30. I'm gonna go home, shower, have some breakfast, and then I have to go to babysit today at noon. It's already 11 o'clock. I still have to do my skincare. The plan was to do my skincare and have a chit chat with you guys, but I think I'm just gonna do breakfast and do my skincare, and then maybe tonight we can do our little chit chat because I wanted to talk about my vision board during skincare, but we'll save that for tonight. But I think I'm just gonna do a scrambled egg sandwich. I was sitting there taking my sweet all the time, and then I looked at my phone. I was like, oh, I gotta go. Hey guys, I've got my applesauce pouch here and it's pitch black. Well, she's getting there. It's crazy this is what 5 p.m. is these days. I just am leaving babysitting and I'm in the good old work traffic. Ended up staying a little bit longer than expected, but I'm not mad about it because it was my last day before. Let's let this fine person go. You can go, sir. Do but wait in the line. Why wouldn't I let them go, you know? No, one at a time. That stresses me out. Whenever I try and play crossing guard, I'm like, okay, you can go, but it's give one, take one. This was the last day that I was with the kids before the holiday. So I gave them their gifts and they got to open it, which was so nice because I was able to see their reactions, and the girls like love their gifts. I guess the boy that I got Inside Out, I guess he already has something like it because he opened it and he goes, "Not again." Dinner tonight is just gonna be, I still have that leftover nacho stuff, so I think I'm just gonna reheat it and call it a day. And then I still need to edit yesterday's vlog to upload today. I started editing it, I was like mid-edit, and then I was tired and I was like, you know what, I'll still post it today, but it'll just go up a little bit later. Because I know I think the last 2 days with vlogs, I've been uploading them like first thing in the morning. This one is still going up. She's just gonna be a little bit late. And that's kind of all I had for today, but I think I'm gonna drive home, have some dinner, and then I will end the night with you guys and we'll do a little skincare and chat. Who's ready for a little skincare and chat? Figure we could get into a little vision board chat, what I'm gonna do for my vision board, how this year went, all that fun stuff. I took some notes for my vision board. 2023 was the first year that I really did a vision board. A lot of things came true for me on that vision board, and for the things that didn't, I have a theory why. First of all, let me show you the vision board. This is her. We love her, but we can always improve. For the goals that maybe didn't come true for me, lost my train of thought, but I think it was just the lack of intentionality behind them. This specific one, I was like, oh yeah, I'd love to be in a relationship, so that's why I put it on there. But for the other ones, I had a plan. Like for this one, for my hair growth journey, I was like, okay, I want to grow my hair. How am I going to get there? I'm going to maintain it through trims, through weekly washes. I'm going to take hair supplements. So there's more of a plan behind it. I think it was Denzel Washington that said it best. He said, dreams without goals are just dreams that ultimately fuel disappointment. As we got later into this year, the more intentional I became. It's just having a good routine, what I put into my body, who I spend the most time with, like just being intentional about all of those things. I think too, since this was my first vision board, a lot of it was just, oh, I would love my life to look like that. But I wasn't necessarily putting the thought behind it into like, how am I gonna get myself there? Yeah, a picture is worth 1,000 words, but not if you don't put something there. I wrote down some of my goals that I have for 2024. In 2023, I wanted to hit 1,000 followers on TikTok, and I did. That came with consistency. I wanna carry that over into 2024. I wanna hit 10K on TikTok just by posting consistently and also posting content that I love and staying true to me. I've always had an admiration for social media, but this is the first year that I really took it seriously and began to see myself in that space. There's so much advice on starting, but I think it's so easy to get lost in the sauce. I felt that way. I would see a video of somebody being like, okay, here are 3 things you need to stop doing in your TikTok if you want to get more views. And those are so helpful, but I realized it wasn't working for me because it wasn't the outcome that I wanted. A lot of the advice that people were giving were how to go viral. And for me, I really want to create a close-knit community of people. It just took me a little bit of time to realize, okay, that advice was just not for me personally. Next one is also social media related, but I just want to hit 1,000 subscribers on YouTube. How I'm gonna get there is just posting weekly like I have been. I know for Vlogmas it's every day, but just keep up with my weekly posting schedule and posting vlogs and just content that I love. I'm still on my hair growth journey. I want to grow my hair 3 inches. I find sometimes too with goals and visions, the more specific you are, I think the more intentional your plan is. I am gonna get my hair trimmed every 6 weeks. Gonna make sure I wash it every week and a half, make sure I take my supplements, and just like keep my hair hydrated with products and everything that I have. Some of these are new and a lot of these things I'm continuing. Sometimes the misconception about New Year's resolutions is that you have to transform yourself every year. The reality is I did a lot of great things this year. Some of them I'm gonna transfer over and other things I'm gonna add. I think you can also carry over things that you did into the year before and just continue to build upon it. I think we have to talk about my love life because we didn't do anything with it, barely. I told my mom, I was like, I want to go on 2 dates next year, and she's like, 2? My biggest thing was I never put myself out there. All right, so how am I gonna get to the 2 dates? How we're gonna get there is me not standing in my own way. Sometimes whenever you've been hurt in the past, you try to sabotage as a way to control it, especially in new situations. That's how I am anyway. So I think just less of me standing in my own way. The last kind of thing that I had was just to continue to prioritize my health. I've been very consistent with my workouts. I've been cooking a lot more at home, which is great. I think even beyond that, just prioritizing my health in the sense of making sure I take my vitamins, keeping up on all of my like appointments and everything. Reminds me, I have a little story time about just keeping up with your health. My first gyno experience, I went in and you know, she's feeling everything, making sure I'm okay, and then she touches my neck and she's like, and I'm like, oh gosh. And she asked me to swallow, so I do, and then she feels on the left side of my neck and she's like, I'm like, what does that mean, doc? Am I okay? She was like, I think you might have a nodule on your left thyroid. After that, she recommended that I go get it x-rayed. I did, and then she gave me a list of endocrinologists. I found mine. Heather, she's a gem. Turns out the nodule that I have is actually pretty big. She's so surprised that I don't feel it at all. I've done 2 biopsies on it just to make sure that it wasn't cancerous, and then in the early stages of it, I was seeing her every 6 months just to make sure it wasn't growing in size and just to check up on me in general, make sure like all my hormones are good. After the 2 biopsies, the first one came back inconclusive, which kind of stressed me out, but the second biopsy, it was determined that it was benign. Last time I saw her, it hadn't grown in size at all, and the next time I see her is in March. I'm debating whether or not to get it removed. My mom thinks I should, just even though it's benign. She's like, you know, as you get older, you never know what could happen. So I don't know, I'm flip-flopping back and forth between that. If you've had any experience or you know anybody that has gone through something like this, please comment any recommendations, your experience. I would just love to hear it and take it all in. I think I shared that story to just reiterate, to follow up with all of your health checkups, your appointments, your annuals. Even if you feel fine, I think this just goes to show, even though I am, knock on wood, and I hope to be and remain in good health, I would have never known that I had a little nodule had I not gone to my gyno appointment. I was very fortunate to have been and still am in good hands where the doctors like follow up, because I've heard stories from friends where they just have not had good experiences. On that note, I think we will end off today's vlog. Such a chill day for me. Maybe it seems like that footage-wise because I just cut out the 5 hours of babysitting. I'm still honestly happy that I was able to film something and put something together. Old me would not have tried to film something. When I was first interested in starting out social media, something that was a deterrent for me was the fact that I didn't feel like I lived that much of an interesting life. My definition of interesting has changed. Before it would have been like, oh, I don't really go out much, like I'm not traveling a ton, I'm in school. But the more I get older, the more I realize that I make my life interesting. What I talk about, what I share, what I film, how I create, how I edit is all interesting. A lot of it is just finding the joy in the mundane, because the reality is we're not traveling every single day. We're not doing all these things every day. It makes the times that I do step outside that much more meaningful. Oh my gosh, pins and needles. All right, let's wrap it up. Actually, I'm so sorry. I just need to take a brief pause. I think we're just gonna have to end it like this. Thank you guys so much for hanging out with me for Vlogmas Day 21. Don't forget to subscribe to keep up to date on all things Vlogmas and just future videos to come. If you can't wait until tomorrow, my TikTok is always linked below. Most of all, I hope that you guys are doing well. I think that is it from me. I am officially signing off and I will see you guys tomorrow. Bye.